Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Thunder Junction draft here on the channel. We're going to dive right in. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Okie doke. So, our rare is Desertion, or Mythic Rare at least. I think this card is really good. Like, if you build around it, get some instants going, like, if you counter something and take it, you can, like, take, like, a 4-drop. It's, like, a huge swing. Especially because the 4-drops often have abilities of their own. There is also Spinewood's Armadillo, which is really, really good. It's one of the best uncommons in this set. There's also Metamorphic Blast, but I think it's between Desertion and the Armadillo. I'm not going to even consider anything else. This card's solid because you take, like, you exile their best thing, and then you can just, like, make your things the best thing. But it's a gold card. I don't really want to start with a gold card. I'm going to start with the Armadillo. I think it's a little bit better than the Desertion. Just power level wise, like a 7/7 for 6 with Ward 3 is so hard to get through. Okay. That doesn't mean I wouldn't want 2 of them. I think this card's really good. It almost always copies something that costs more than 3 mana. I usually just get it into play on turn 3. Jolene could also help me cast Armadillo a bit ahead of schedule, but I'm not locked into green by any means. I think Visage Bandit's the best card in this pack. This card might wheel. This card's solid. This card's solid. I'm just going to take the Visage Bandit. I love that card. Okay. What the hell? What the heck was in this pack? There's Buried in the Garden, which plays better with my Spinewood's Armadillo, honestly. It's like a ramping it into. I might just take Nexus of Becoming, though. I love this card. It's just very powerful. And yeah, I do like these cards. But this is colorless. It's guaranteed to make my deck. And now there's a Patient Naturalist. Just very smooth so far. Taking another green card. There's another blue card that might come back around type vibes. Doc Arlock. I do like this card just as a 2-mana 2/3 for defensive purposes. But I like Metamorphic Blast more. This card's really good. Plotting that for 1 is pretty appealing, but I'm going to just take Metamorphic. Consuming Ashes is the best card here by a lot. I'm not locked into green or blue. I could still play anything. This is why I like the Nexus of Becoming pick. Just going to take the Consuming Ashes over the Geyser Drake and the Commando. Because pick 6 Consuming Ashes is no joke. Now there's a Giant Beaver. Heartless Pillage isn't that bad. I can probably get a Geyser Drake to come back. I think Giant Beaver is better than Drover Grizzly. Yeah, so we're going to take the Giant Beaver. Also a good card to copy with Visage Bandit. Wouldn't mind to take the fall. There's also Decisive Denial, which is good. Take the fall's less good in blue-green. It is fine, but I'll just take the Decisive Denial now. Holy Cow's also solid with Nexus of Becoming. Wheeling Wrangler of the Damned. That's no joke. I have a few good green cards, though. I'll just take the Metamorphic Blast number 2. I did wheel the Jailbreak Scheme. Feeling pretty good about this. I'm glad I took this Nexus of Becoming. Full Steam Ahead is sometimes playable, but I think it's more of like a red-green card. I'm fine passing a late black card. Ooh, Geyser Drake did come back. I was hoping it would. Geyser Drake is actually good with Metamorphic Blast. Turns it into a 4-drop. I don't like Fleeting Reflection, though. Cruel Ultimatum. No. This is an exceptionally bad pack for me. Like, there is literally the only blue card is a Cruel Ultimatum. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 white cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cards. What the heck is this pack? Oh my gosh, I don't know if I've seen a worse pack for what I'm doing. I guess I could take this or this as a potential splash. I think I'm more likely to go Sultai than Bant. Maybe that's not true. But geez Louise. Big fan of this guy. Canyon Crab or Stable Master? I think I might go Stable Master because I do have a lot of expensive cards. Though operating at instant speed is always appealing. I love that guy. Big fan of Aloe Alchemist, always. Commandeer, not so much. Just getting random off-color deserts is also fine, but just get a good 2-drop when you can. This is a great naturalist deck. I'm not going to try to commit to playing black here. It wasn't open pack 1. I don't think it'll be open pack 3. Card draw or stalling. I think stalling is actually potentially good in this deck. I've got good card draw. I've got a late game bomb. Oftentimes, I don't want this card in like my more aggressive decks, but it's good in the defensive ones. Easy peasy. Love getting Mirage Mesa to help my mana. This is a good card. This is a good card, but Mirage Mesa is excellent. Okay, Oasis Gardener. Totally solid. Sure, I'll take the Entertainer over the Essence Capture. Double blue is just hard to do. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 early drops. Creature count is 11. This was the bad pack. I'm fine passing all red and white cards. We'll have to see how pack 3 goes. Feeling pretty good about my start here. Armadillo is just really good. Sure, I'll just take the random combat trick. Random land. You never know when you're going to get a random like bomb that you want to splash or something. And now I kind of have like 3 sources, 1, 2, 3 for red. Well, it's between the Phantom and the Naturalist. Let's check our curve. I still just think Naturalist is great in this deck. It's kind of defensive. I wouldn't mind playing a couple expensive cards. Yeah, I'll just take Naturalist. Like, this is the sort of card I could consider splashing. I don't have anything big, though, to really get back. Don't really care about this, though. I'll just take back for more. Lassoed by the law. I'm just going to take the Tumbleweeds. I love Dance of the Tumbleweeds. It's just a huge creature. Snakeskin Veil is also pretty good, but I don't really have any priority threats to protect. Love me a Lockpicker. This card's also great. Duelist of the Mind. Do I take Duelist? Probably. Plays great with the blasts. I'd love another dance, though. Yeah, I'll take Duelist. Duelist is good. Another Naturalist. Ooh, Clear Shot. Never mind. Clear Shot's great. Snakeskin Veil or Bristle Pack? Creature counts at 14. I'll just take Bristle Pack. I'm just be a tap out deck. We wield Phantom Interference, nice. I don't think I need the Oasis Gardener. I wouldn't mind this, though. You can get a lot of Geyser Drakes if you want them. This isn't really the best Geyser Drake deck. Okay. My Slickshot Lockpicker is going to have a lot of options. Could play this. I'll just play this Desert as a enabler for Duelist of the Mind. Do I even need that? I think I'll be able to find a place to put it down. I can also get it with Dance to deal extra damage with that. Yeah, this is definitely a 17 land deck. I've got so many ways to find extras. Creature count at 16. This is really a 17th creature. I want one Geyser Drake. Could cut the Free Strider. That seems fine to me. I'm going to run the deck like this, and I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support the NicolaiBolas channel at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons are the ones who contribute directly towards the channel so that I will be able to make as many videos as I do. They gain access to some cool rewards in the process, like my tier list for each set and things like that. But fundamentally, Patreon is a place to support the content you enjoy so it can continue being made in the future. And for that, I am very grateful. I want to give a huge shout out to those who support at the credits level. It really makes a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome. Easy keep. Duelist of the Mind, gonna do some work, hopefully. Just need one little bitty land. Blue, black, A. I really just need a land so I can cast this thing. Draw 2 cards. Flash it back, draw 2 more. Okay. Straight blue, black, A. I still draw 2 here, though. Which should let me make this a 3-3. So this can bounce an online permanent. Gonna put this guy into play. Sure. Doesn't really matter what they take here. This is actually a fine play for me as long as they don't slip their Archmage's Newt through. I've already got my artifact in play that they're going to really struggle to beat. They might just take Clear Shot. I'd strongly consider it if I were them. Next turn I'll just jam Armadillo though if they do that. They take Duelist of the Mind. That's weird. They could have Skullduggery or something. Sure. Sure. So I played one Patient Naturalist. Got rid of a second one. So I'm not going to be milling myself that much more. So they don't have to pay for Ward here. Okay. Remember, this puts the thing in untapped. So I can play this for 6. So I could play the tap land. I'm dead to the bounce spell. Nice, got the win. Cool. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. Easy keep. 2-drop, 3-drop. Big drop that'll have the lands to cast. Certainly will have the lands to cast it now. No blocks. Ah! Drawing only one spell so far this game has been cataclysmic. Like, if you just imagine this as being a hand with spells and lands, instead of just like one spell, it's like looking real good. I need to spell this turn. That's a spell. They can't even tap that one. It's not good for me. Yep. Well, that's that card's actually okay here. Oh my gosh, the mana cost is 1. That's crazy. So I'm dead next turn? Great, 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 great. Oh no, they don't have triple white. That's huge. Oh no, they do have triple white because they have the big horn. We'll see if they realize the line, but I assume they will. This Lotus Ring is actually pretty devastating, it feels like. It's been really good both times it's been played against me. No shame in losing to the final showdown. The card is excellent. They get to give their guy indestructible too with the take-up arms, which is even funnier. Oh, they just didn't even need triple white. Oh, because they plotted it. Oh my god. Wait, no, they had to just pay the extra cost. Right. Oh, that card is nutso. That just, yeah, that wasn't, I don't feel bad about that loss at all. Welcome. Much better hand. I actually have spells. That last hand, I just drew too many lands. Okay, I will name green here. Don't know why I named green. I should have named blue 100%, but it's okay. Then I can go this into this if I name blue. Sure. Because this taps for 2, I can play this and Aloe Alchemist on the following turn. I think. So much green mana. Sure, Duelist of the Mind. Am I gonna lose because I named blue with this they were green with this instead of blue? It's a distinct possibility. So this can fight this guy. Gosh, I am going to lose because of that, aren't I? It's not very satisfying. Just embarrassing to lose a game like this one. This one I actually am kind of sad about. Mm-hmm. This card's just so devastating when it works. That was... I don't know what I was doing there. I could have just left this guy up to tap for the mana. It won't matter. They tap out here. I win. Nice. It just counters it. Huge. Figured they had that. Sure. Nice, got the win. A couple small misplays, but we got there in the end. That land thing was really bad, though. Welcome. On the draw. If I hit a blue source, this hand becomes great. I have 9 sources of blue, plus a Dance of Tumbleweeds. On the draw, I'll keep it. Sometimes I've been mulliganing these hands more frequently. But this hand feels so good if I hit an island, because I can go this into this, which is just really good. I don't know. Very borderline, I think. Because I have 1, 2, 3 draw steps to hit an island. So far, so bad. Or a Dance of the Tumbleweeds. There's another card that works. Come on, island. I mean, I put myself in this position. I could have mulliganed. Don't know why I didn't attack there. I'm certainly not blocking. Well, we gave ourselves the old college try. 4 draw steps at it. And an Oko. Yep, this is a game. I think it was potentially worth it. Just didn't work out this time. It was a borderline hand. Mulliganing is just bad in general. You can always get a hand that's worse than the one you have. And I thought that one was worth the risk. Didn't pay off. And I'll see you folks next round. Welcome to another round. I actually did the math with a hypergeometric calculator between the rounds just to see my odds because I wanted to see if my intuition was correct. I'm going to keep this, by the way. And with 10 outs, so 8 islands, my Mirage Mesa, and my Dance of the Tumbleweeds, that's 10 outs out of 33 cards because I had my 7 in my opener already. And that gives me a 67% chance of drawing one in the first 3 draw steps. So that's pretty good. And then I remember that I have Patient Naturalist, which is another really good hit for me in those situations. And that ups my percentage chance to 80% if I include Patient Naturalist as an out there. So pretty good odds, I think. So I would do that again in a heartbeat. Might not look the best, but I do have this Slick Shot Lock Picker. Sure. So next turn I can go plot this, and then the turn after that I can go Lock Picker, Clear Shot, Loan Shark or something. Wow, they missed a land drop. Holding up Phantom Interference just gives them a chance to, like, use their removal spells or whatever. At knife point, sure. Don't want to let them assemble that combo. I'm just gonna keep up my removal, my could have added to the board. Got the win. They got punished. All is right with the world. It happens sometimes. Welcome. This is a great hand. If I can draw a land, I will curve Bandit into Beaver and just have 2 Beavers on turn 4. But if I don't draw a land by then, I will just play the Naturalist to guarantee the Beaver. My best draw step would be Aloe Alchemist and then a land the following turn, I think. So now I've got this into this setup. Okay, that thing's pretty annoying against my Nexus, but that's fine. Hopefully it'll die before then. Whenever I see a blue-green deck, I always think Bonnie Paul. So we'll have to be careful. They're ramping. Are they splashing? No splash. It might be best to crew one of these so it becomes a 5-5. They can kind of alternate crewing each other. Naturalist, naturalist, lone shark, or whatever. Or naturalist, lone shark, naturalist. Character Benchla. This card's great. Honestly, this varmint is a huge issue. Oh no! Why do two of my opponents have Oko? It's not fair. I'd be able to beat it too if they just didn't have this varmint. A varmint.
Would you like to see a magic?
Clear shot. Feels so rigged. Oko is too good. Also, there goes my clear shot. There goes my hero. Rats. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, isn't that interesting?
I think I'm going to concede. Because there's no reason to try and get too fancy here. They played Oko and Bonnie Paul. And this stupid varmint.
I'd like you to meet a dear friend of mine.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. That happens. Yeah, 3-3 with this deck. It was fine. My losses felt pretty unfortunate. I lost that deck, obviously. I lost that game where it looked kind of close-ish, but I just had like a horrific draw at the beginning where it was like I had like 3 spells to 7 lands, which was just hard to bounce back from at one point. And then I lost the game where I didn't get there on my like 67% or whatever, which happens. 3-3 though. We won the rest of the games. Deck was solid, nothing too crazy. Got to show off Metamorphic Blast. We had the one Mythic, but nothing too crazy other than that. Oh, actually we had this guy too, which is kind of like, this card plays out like the power level of an uncommon a lot of the time, so I don't really consider it in the same category as something like this, which can win you the game on its own. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, found it informative, and I will talk to you. Oh, if you made it to the end of the video, leave hashtag rabbit to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video, because that's a fun little hashtag. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.